So I downloaded this airplane again, and I thought what we'd do, I'll try to do something that is easy to follow. I'm not sure it's going to work great, but what I want to do is just make it easy to just change all these parts how they break. So they'll break with the polygonal breaking where the faces disappear, you know what I mean? It's not as good as when parts break off, of course, but it's still better than not breaking at all. So what we need to do is in Notepad++ do a search find. So what we're going to be looking for is going to be where's my Notepad++ at? I don't know. Let me close all that stuff. She's confusing. So we're going to look for everything that's got beamStrength and that got that after it. So we're going to say find in files that, and we'll point the find in files that to where it's at right now. So we'll say search all of it for that, and replace it with maybe at 15,000. I don't know. Maybe. $73 hits already. 73 times. Well, they say 73 is a charm. I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it ain't. Yeah. Yep. So all that stuff. All of it should have got changed if it had a FLT max. So now we'll just load the thing and we'll put this in the vehicle folder. We'll copy it. We'll do the user folder and paste it in here. And we will load it up and we will see it if it worked or not. Yeah, someone asked me, well, why don't you just share that? Well, it was not mine to share. But I don't think they probably care about that one. That's an old one. I'm sure everybody's did everything in the world to it by now. The only thing is when you do that with somebody's stuff, it takes away their downloads basically from like where they keep track of all that stuff on their repo. Like say 100 people were going to download it from the repo, but they saw it on my site and got it there. Then it would be like, well, it'd be kind of a conflict because it's two different things, but it still would take away from them tallying up all that. But I don't know. Maybe they won't care. I could ask, but I already tried to reach out to that dude before, ask him something else. He never responded back. So he probably busy. This was the other ice track that I've been working on that I put on the shelf. Someone asked about an avalanche, so I thought, well, this would be a good one to finish this one. Not a bad little track. It just needs some work. I made this when I didn't know much about stuff. You know, those are custom trees I made. I tried to make them. Made the bridge and made all the shit that you see, the decals, all that stuff. But at the time, I didn't really know how to do certain things. I did manage to put in soft collisions so you can run into these things of snow and it won't destroy the car, but it'll kind of kick it back out of there, right? Call it soft collision. Call it whatever you want to call it. No matter. See, I got a few up there. God damn it. Damn, man. You can't stay on the road for shit. I never did finish that. actually pretty crappy the way I left it. No.
Down here. I think you need to learn how to drive. You ain't doing too good if you're down here. I think you need to learn how to drive. You ain't doing too good if you're down here.
Yeah, this was another thing. I didn't know how to fix this at the time. This thing would eat the cars. Like, it would eat the hell out of them. Like, they would get stuck in the stuff. I didn't know why at the time. I didn't know that normals could be flipped the wrong way. But that's what happens when they get flipped the wrong way. It'll eat the car. As long as it's a closed polygon. If it's a mesh plane, it won't do that. It'll just go through it. But if it's a closed object, yeah, it'll definitely do that. But you could use this if you wanted to make lava and have an effect of it melting your car. That would work great, by the way. It'd eat the damn thing for sure. That just passed through. I know it's got to be thicker than a damn piece of. Yeah, it's got, yeah. So yeah, that was what I put the snow there because I didn't know how the hell to fix that at the time, and I was gonna do something with all this. Hey, there's another one of those threads, but you can see it's kind of limited. At the time, I didn't know much about the stuff really. Oh, the plane. Oh yeah, we gotta load that up. Them are Google Earth things there. The trees suck. I know they do. I wasn't really wanting to make a bunch of damn trees, and this was my first attempt to make them. Yeah, I don't really like them, to be honest with you. I'm not crazy about them. But rarely are we ever crazy about the things we make. Only when it's real good, you think, man, this is too good. I did a good job on this. That's pretty rare. But it does happen sometimes. Oh, B52, or what was it, B25. There we go. Now, my friend, and you got to be up here. You got to come crashing down. Oh, ain't much left of it, is there? If there was anything left, it's gone now. Yeah, that's pretty cool then. I guess it does work. Hey, it's better than having to sit there and dissect the damn thing and try to manually fix it all. The only thing is, it doesn't quite have enough strength to withstand the immense amount of wind pressure touching it. So you see it starts to disintegrate based on the amount of wind hitting it. But I like that kind of effect. You know, one of them damn games where you sling a hammer. I can't think of the name of it. Red Faction. Gorilla, I think is the name of it. Yeah, they had some weapons that would disintegrate stuff. It looked really cool. I guess that's alright. Let's see. We can improve it. We'll just go and find in the files the same thing we just had, and we will change that number. So it's instead of 15,000, make it like 50,000. But we got to find in files so we can get them all. Say we'll just make that like 50,000. And oh no, find what? Oh no, got to find 15,000. and replace that with 50,000. This will work on cars too, by the way. Should, anyway. I don't want to imagine what it would do to them. There'd be parts that'd be breaking that don't normally break. It'd be pretty messed up, actually. Maybe one of y'all can do it. Tell me how it worked. You do the same thing, by the way. If you want to edit one of the game cars, you don't want to mess up their cars. Well, you go to where the game's installed and go to content and go to vehicles and pick the vehicle that you'd like to do that to. Say the Bastion, whatever that damn thing is called. Copy that to your clipboard and then paste it in the user folder. The user folder contains all the changes you make to something. And if you got the entire thing in there, the whole folder for that whole vehicle, then everything's in there. Everything will load from there, with the exception of things that are getting sourced from other places like the Commons folder. But for the most part, you could put that in here and do the same thing we just did with that, with the other one. And it should work. We'll see. We'll try it and see. We'll just see what it does. I'm kind of interested now. So we'll say find in files. And we'll say, once again, anything that's FLG max. Replace with, and we'll just do 50,000. Now we got to pick the right folder. And that would be, here. The Bastion. So select folder. Yep. All looks good. Damn, I'm like 300 damn hits already. 500 hits. Woo, that thing gonna break like a $2 toothpick, man. I guess a 2-cent toothpick, not $2, 2 cent. $2 is kind of expensive for a toothpick. Maybe get a whole pack of them for $2. I like the old ones that had at the Asian restaurant, the ones that had cinnamon on them, cinnamon flavored toothpicks. All right, what are we gonna get?
Learn how to drive.
It lasted longer. It fell so far. It fell so far that I guess it got to its limit. What happens if I just park it? God damn, reference nodes are all over the place, aren't they? Well, when your reference nodes are part of the whole damn thing breaks, what do you think's gonna happen to them balls? Them balls are not gonna be supported anymore. They're gonna be free ball, and we're going where they want to go. So that's what's going on here. Turn on the thing there and see probably which ones. Yep, there's your reference nodes. And see, that determines what the camera looks at. If they're hopping around like a bunch of Mexican jumping beans, well, that's why your camera's acting like that. You'd have to not do that to those if you wouldn't want that to happen again. What's going on with that? There's no telling what's going on. You can get all kinds of crazy stuff. It's kind of weird how this kind of. Well, I got the motion blur on. That's why it's doing that. But I was trying to just gently set it down. It does have a lot more strength. Let's get the other car in here, and that'll be it for this video. The Bastion. That's it, there, ain't it? Yep, that's it. Did it break? Yeah, they don't normally break like that. I can tell you that. I know that don't normally do like that. We're gonna run into him with another one though, and then we will have our time to sit back and enjoy this. This worked out pretty good. It's rare that they all work out like this, but this one worked out pretty good. Assuming this is going to work and that the wheels and everything will stay intact and we'll be able to run into the thing. Yeah, now this has more strength than say the plane, I guess. You know what now? You're going to have to make me do this, aren't you? You're going to have to get down here. I'm going to have to run into you from over there. Or up there, I mean. That's the only way to do it. You got to have enough speed. Properly make a good collision. So. Yeah, I remember another thing I messed up about this. I didn't make it go tall enough. There's a limited amount of room you can grow something up to until it'll start getting holes in the top of it, like that. That means you've exceeded the maximum limit that this terrain will go. You could have set that and fix it, but the track's already made now. It's not going to really work right. So you pretty much got to think in advance. Well, how high do I want this damn thing possibly go up to? Because once it's up, you ain't going to get much more out of it. That makes sense. I mean, I tried to do it, but it didn't really work out. Damn, that damn thing's all messed up, man. Goodness.
I think you need to learn how to drive. You ain't doing too good if you're down here.
I actually think that's pretty cool, actually, the way they brake like that.
I think you need to learn how to drive.
I think you need to shut the...
You ain't doing too good if you're down
shut up.
here.
That's what you need to do.
I think how to drive.
Well,
you
get
ain't
sick
doing
of hearing that, wouldn't you? Every time you drive off the damn thing. Like, I'll try to properly drive the car, the one we just made that thing out of, and see if I can make it to the end without man, where's the damn... See if we can make it.